Hi, this is Alan Shea with Our Society Show, and we are here today in a new experiment, I'm going to call it. And I'm here with should I call her the creator, the founder?
Oh, well, I'm Lisa Jenks. I'm working right now as an educational consultant with Premier West Enterprises, as well as being an elementary school teacher and advocate for the visual and performing arts in the school system.
Wow, so why don't you share with the viewers today's activity and the excitement, and hopefully did it reach your expectation?
Oh, I'm so excited to have you all here. It was fabulous. Our school is Valley View Elementary School. It's a part of the Glendale Unified School District. And last year we began work with teaching the performing arts in our schools. We have a group coming in sponsored by the PTA that will be doing dance lessons for all transitional kindergarten through third grade students for about 6 weeks. And then it will culminate with a performance at our All-Star Eagle Day. So this, having you here today, was a pick-me-up and a way of introducing the arts and the amazing musical styles that are available for children to learn all about.
And so what did you think of the results today and the kids' enthusiasm and certainly the turnout?
Oh, the kids were wonderful. Our performers were amazing. I joked with some of the older teachers, gosh, their knees really hold out well for those break dancers. But it was really nice. It was inspiring. My children went back and continued to ask questions on how'd they do that, and how many years of dance did they have, and are they still taking dance lessons? So to be able to engage the kids to that level and enrich their learning experience in school is just wonderful.
Well, I must say I was really impressed. I mean, I didn't know what to expect coming up here today, and it was so much energy. And I'm just wondering, how did you formulate this with the principal? And we want to bring him on in, and then also to make sure that the staff was ready for it, because I guess they didn't know what to expect.
Nobody really knew what to expect. This was something new that we started this year with an introduction of this program with a performing group. But boy, we had some really good dancers out there of our teaching staff. So they learned how to boogie, and they showed their students themselves that they were able to dance their feet off, their toes off.
Actually, I thought they were partying like it was 1999.
Oh, that's a good one. Yes, exactly.
So
exactly.
we're going to invite your principal in so we can get a nice interview.
Show you what we do. But real quick before we do that, I need silence. Okay? Before we do that, I want to introduce a very special member of our team. He's the one we call the DJ. Everybody say, hit it, DJ!
I do whatever I can. I'm very fortunate to have staff, parents, and students who are willing to experience and to be able to connect with people. And we look at art as a way that we can connect with each other. And this movement and this group, the Concrete All-Stars, really got the students excited. They taught some basic principles about being kind, love, and unity, and that really meant a lot to us because that's really what we value.
Well, we're going to bring I'll call him the anchor of the group. Come on in, Rob, and why don't you share with the viewers how was this conceived and then really implemented to make sure it get this kind of response?
Well, actually, we started doing this about 10 years ago. We started in working with schools and youth around the community and sports activities, tournaments and basketball and training. We started bringing students from all over the world, different countries, here to Pasadena and participating with them in the school systems. And it turned out to be a very positive process. We started to develop looking for other ways to do it. We have several different dance teams that seem to be very enthusiastic about working with young kids. And we're excited about getting them out in the schools and the community to help promote the arts as you guys are developing here right now.
She's really the anchor behind the overall organization, and this is what I witness, especially on Sundays, because she holds everybody to perform and make sure that we show professionalism and make sure that everything's run smooth. So after today's event, I think a few pointers, a few stripes you earned today. So definitely.
Well, it's an honor and a privilege, and we just want to make the community the best place possible for everybody, and that means for families. So when Lisa came to me with this wonderful idea, we're ready to expand in any way, shape, or form in order to make communities better, to make our school systems more fun, and as unfortunately arts kind of gets cut back, we are grateful that we're able to step in and more organizations are able to step in to expand what was missing and even go beyond that and to just open the creativity for children, because that's a key thing for just growing up healthily, I believe, is to have that creativity, that excitement of music, dance, and movement. So I'm very honored.
I'm going to end on this. This is Alan Shea from our society, but I want to bring Lisa back in because I want to find out, when did you decide to host this? Because when Cheryl pushed that magic button about 48 hours ago.
Of artistic expression, okay? You got the guy on the microphone that does the hosting and the emceeing and the rapping and all that stuff. That's me right now. It is called the MC. Everybody say MC. MC! That is so good, okay? Then you got the guy who plays the music. Over here behind the sound equipment, he's the DJ. Everybody say DJ.
So it was very, very entertaining, and I love seeing the children enthusiasm, and it was just reaping with excitement and electricity in here, and whomever started this fire, we want to make sure that we continue to expand on it.
Oh, well, thank you. It actually came to be because our PTA at Valley View decided to budget in the ability of children to take dance lessons from transitional kindergarten to third grade. And through my experience of going to the Rose and watching the performances at the brunch and other performances there as well, all of a sudden the idea just popped in saying, why don't we take these amazing performers that are available in our community and showcase them so the students alone can see what they can even achieve. It was a way of bringing the community into the schools, and the goal is to have an involved community that helps create an engaging, enriched environment for our students. I think it's really important with everything going on in the world that we're hearing. These children need to feel supported, but they also need to be a part of a community, and the arts does that. And for many children who aren't as academic as others, this is where they shine.
Now let's continue, okay? So breaking has a bunch of different types of dance within the one style of breaking. The first most basic one is called top rocking. Everybody say top rocking. Top rocking. That's right. So top rocking began back in the 1970s in the birthplace of hip hop. It's one of the biggest cities in the country. Does anybody know what city that is? New York. Oh my gosh, who said that? Raise your hand. All right, say it one more time. That's loud. New York. New York City. That's right. Okay, that's where it all began. All right, and back in those days, you had a lot of different types of people coming together to live in certain boroughs or neighborhoods or parts of New York. Okay, so these people, as they lived together, they started to learn about each other's culture. And as they would party and have fun, they would learn each other's dances. And so that's how top rocking was created, because it was a new style of dance that young people just like yourselves started doing. Okay? So we're gonna give you a basic demonstration of what top rocking looks like. And just so you know, it's a bunch of different steps when you're standing up. You got the cross step like this, right? You got the back step that goes like this, right? These are just the basic fundamental steps of top rocking, right? We're gonna give you a little demonstration about how we use this dance to show our own style and to improvise and do it off the top of our head, which is called freestyling. Everybody say freestyle. Freestyle. Very good.
So the goal was to create something that would intro it to inspire them, so then they use that excitement when they start their dance, and hopefully we've created something with these children that maybe they won't be break dancers in the future, but they will be willing to inspire and to work with others in the community through this experience.
applause for those top rounds real quick. Come on.
Well, I just want to say thank you, because that was
Oh, well,
that was greatly needed arts in our community, definitely.
well, definitely, and I'm so grateful you're all here to help.
And
with
I
that.
just wanted to say that it was her brainchild. We've met over the last few months several times, but she's been planning this. She gave us specifically what she wanted to see, and that was the number one thing was engagement for the children, so that they would be open for the dance lessons and open to life. So.
Oh my goodness! Let's give a round of applause for those amazing Halloween. All right, so.
Right, we have one of the, I guess, premier dancers that was up there showing us some of that dance move. I'm hoping you'll give me some lessons after the interview, definitely. But why don't you share with the viewers your name again and give them a little bit of your history.
Definitely. Well, my name is Gillian Brace Wessel. I go by the name of B-Boy Guillotine. I'm a professional break dancer and graffiti mural artist. So I'm actually from Seattle, Washington. I've lived here in Los Angeles for 6 years. I do a lot of professional performances in the entertainment industry and a lot of teaching in schools, community centers. I work for a nonprofit. It's called Juice. You can check us out at juicerampart.com or Juice Los Angeles on Instagram. And what we do is we spread knowledge about hip-hop culture and spread creativity. I also do work for the United States Department of State and the embassies in other countries as a cultural ambassador. So going into other countries and teaching hip-hop, breakdancing, graffiti art, DJing, and emceeing. And yeah.
Give a round of applause for those amazing Halloween. All right, so just like before, we showed you how we do it. Now we want to show you how to do it. So if you want to learn some spin moves, raise your hand. We're going to pick 5 or 6 people to come up on the stage and learn how to spin real quick in a really safe, controlled environment. Yep, if you're picked, come on up. Come on up, quick, let's go.
So why don't you share with the viewers, because that's a lot. Why don't you share with them, how did you get inspired? Because we've seen hip hop and certainly breakdance evolve. And I mean, you know, when I was coming up, we didn't have such things as breakdancing. But I won't say I'm only 29. But why don't you give you know, the audience really a sense of where did this originate, and certainly how did you get hooked on it? Because it was, I'm sure it came before your time, because you look pretty young.
Yeah, well, thank you. Yeah, so yeah, hip hop obviously started in the 1970s in New York City in different boroughs. And you know, these are communities, this is a whole long story in and of itself, but these are different communities which were suffering from a lot of problems and lack of certain resources and lack of certain educational resources in the school system. And so this was a time through this melting pot of cultures in these neighborhoods, places like the Bronx, Queens, Brooklyn, New York City, where they started to create their own artistic outlets. And that's the gist of where hip-hop came from, basically. And so from these communities creating this movement of art, music, and partying and peace, love, unity, that's where I come in. I learned to break probably around like 1999, 2000, when I was in high school. So yeah, that's dating myself, showing you how old I am. I've been doing this already for about 18, 19 years. And I love it. For me, I was always into sports and martial arts and art as a kid. I was already drawing, and I was already one of these crazy kids that like can't sit still and was really needed something to help me focus my attention and my energy. And to me, an identity. It gave me a way to express myself, a way to be cool, an identity of knowing who I am and having confidence, a way of connecting with people and engaging my community. Once you get into it, it really brings all these positive things with it that I like to impress upon educators and kids and wherever I go, is that this is for everyone. With the music.
that. That's a good segue because here's some of the positivity. Why don't you come on in? Yeah, bring some of your crew on in here so we can get a quick intro with them. Why don't we start with you and share your name with the viewers and how long you've been a hip-hop dancer and what inspired you?
My name is Muneki Nakamoto. I've been doing this more than 15 years, and the one a Japanese comedian who inspired me, and he breakdance too, and so I started break.
Wow, and what was his name?
Takashi Okamura.
Okay, all right. Well, we're gonna have to make a note of that one.
I was breakdancing for about 10 years, and then I started DJing. Just had more love for the music as I got older, and just loved playing it.
That means silence in Spanish. Good job, you guys. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna involve the community. So you guys gotta understand, hip hop culture is all about the community. And what that means, the people all around you at any given time. The people in your school, your fellow classmates, your neighbors, the people that live around you, your parents, your friends and family, and your teacher.
My name is Enzo. I've been dancing since 99-2000.
What inspired you? Because to be that passionate and then to carry it on beyond your youthful age, because I mean, you guys don't look like you're 17 anymore.
Right. Well, I was inspired by a lot of kids from my neighborhood. I grew up in New Jersey and I lived close to New York, so it was a big community of dancers and competitively and entertainment-wise. So I was inspired by that.
So for the $1 million question, then I'm gonna let you gentlemen go so we can have our special guests coming on over. Why don't you share with them really what was today's event like for you, and how exciting was it to participate in today's event?
Start with him.
Oh, okay.
Oh, all right. So today's event was beautiful. I had a great time. You were just referring to, getting past our youthful years, and the thing about it is, for me to do this work, it's like a fountain of youth.
For all my teachers, let's do this. All right, you guys, just so we can get started, we need you guys to quiet down, all right? So everybody put one hand up.
Good. It's like that's always a test how you're gonna run the show, because we play off their energy, and the same thing, the energy that we give them, they're gonna react to that as well. So it was wonderful. I had a great time. I know the kids had a great time too, but I really hope that they enjoyed what we gave to them and took something away from it.
Right, I would have to copy that as well. But basically, yeah, it's what I live for, and everything that he said about energy and feeding off of that, it really helps a lot, especially like when you're performing really, really early in the morning and you're like on zero energy, you're gonna have to take that and roll with it.
Yeah, it was just great to see the kids respond to the music. Like, a lot of them are really old songs from the 70s, but you see they can still get the groove going, and it's nice to show them something that was, from the past, and see how they react to it. But just so much energy, just so much love from them, especially right early in the morning. So yeah, it really got me going.
Ooh, the pressure's on. Let's go. All right, one more time. Everybody point at the DJ. Say, yo, DJ. Let's go, Killer Kyle. Stand up, and freeze.
we're saving the best for last. So you see,
Okay.
all right now. So what did you think about today's event?
Well, today's is good because to the youth, like to the kids, like that's a great, like positive energy. Like people sometimes like hip hop is negative energy to the community or like society, but actually hip hop is really positive. And for the kids, like stay away from the trouble and all that, and like if we can help two kids grow like the safer and like more positive way, that would be nice, and like that's great for us.
Absolutely.
Moving forward, more types of breakdancing were created. The next thing we learned how to do in breaking is what we call a freeze. Everybody say freeze. Exactly. So a freeze is when you're moving around doing your dance, doing something, anything, and you stop and do something.
Well, and I would say, gentlemen, I was very pleased when you invited the teachers up, because that really brought it in full circle, and it showed them that they can still go back to 1999 and get their groove on.
Yeah. We're going to demonstrate a few freezes for you guys, and we're also going to demonstrate how the Beat Boys and Beat Girls do it, because when we dance to the music. We dance on beat, and when we do freezes on beat too, right?
Yes. Well, thank you, gentlemen. We're going to bring the special guests on. Come on up here, you guys. How did you enjoy today's program? So why don't we start with you? What's your name?
My name is Everly. I'm 8 years old. I'm in 2nd grade, and today's program was really enjoyable because I love dancing, and I haven't seen that style before, and it was just very enjoyable.
Okay.
My name's Jenna, and I'm in 2nd grade. I'm 8 years old. My favorite part in the show is when, like, that Enzo, when he spins around like a top.
Hi, my name is Jalen. I'm 8 years old. I'm in 3rd grade. And I really like the show. I enjoy dance and hip hop. And I like it when they did the flips and stuff.
My name is Jordan, and I'm 7 years old. I am in 2nd grade. I really enjoyed the show because it was fun and I love dancing.
And freezing on beat to the music. Okay? So the next thing that they learned and developed was how to spin. And when we do these spin moves, we call them power moves. Everybody say power moves. Okay? So, if you can imagine.
Hi, my name is Logan. I'm 9 years old. I'm in 3rd grade. And I like the show because I like watching people dance and I like listening to music.
If you see something you like, something crazy, something that's exciting, make sure to make lots of noise, okay? It's okay. We're performing for you. You guys can get crazy a little bit. All right? So, Killer Kyle, hit it.
Hi, my name is Isaac. I'm 9 years old and I'm in 3rd grade. Today's show is great because I love hip hop and dancing, and I listen to music every day, and I try to make up my own songs, and well, I liked the show today.
Oh my gosh, look at him! He's crazy! You guys don't get to clap. 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 Yeah. Oh, who's that?
Hi, my name is Marshall. I'm 8 years old and I'm in 3rd grade. And I really enjoyed their program because it will really inspire people to go into a music career or something.
So, I'm Everly. Thank you for joining us today, and look out for the next performance on May 24th.
So I'm just, again, glad that Rob, the Rose, the educational system is putting together community and to make it move.